Hey guys, it's Stacy with Life Hacks by Stacy. You're gonna have to excuse this. I have been at a dance competition all day, and then I also did my son's baseball game, and I've had the worst headache ever, and it's all behind my eyes. So my eyes are like burning and tearing and just not feeling bueno. But I wanted to go ahead and film this update, like intro, update, whatever. I can't even think straight. I wanted to film this intro because I've been meaning to get this video up and it means a lot to me. I think it's an amazing place that we went to that I'm sharing. As you can tell in the title, it's called the Learning Wildlife Center, I believe. I can't think straight. Anyways, I will put a link to their Facebook or something of theirs below. We did a private tour and we surprised my son, who was turning 10 for his actual birthday on the day. We had spent the weekend at Universal Studios, and then we surprised him and my daughter, of course, Nathaniel and Zoe, to go to the Wildlife Learning Center. So they thought we were just gonna walk around once we got there. And then we let them know that we were doing the private tour, and it was more than I ever expected. Ariel was our tour guide, and she went way above and beyond what I expected, and she was full of information. We learned so much and we had so much fun. It was definitely like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It was amazing, and we've added animals to our wish list of what the animals are that we want in our dream world if we had huge property, unlimited funds, and maybe someone to help clean them up since they smell. But I wanted to go ahead and just give you like an intro to it. I'm gonna insert almost all of our footage that I took of almost all of our encounters. If you ever get a chance to go there, definitely do it. Take advantage. Request Ariel. I've never had anyone else be our tour guide, but she was amazing. You won't be disappointed. And shout out to her and the Wildlife Learning Center. Or the Learning Wildlife or Wildlife Learning. I don't know. But I love them. Shout out. And here comes all of our footage. Enjoy. Leave a comment, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram. I post there a lot more than I post here. Life has been busy. I'll have to give a life update when I get a chance in my life to make one. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Enjoy.
Nathaniel, he's about 8 years old, so he is fully grown. This is as big as he's ever gonna get. So all owls come in different shapes and sizes. This is the medium-sized one. Now you guys are actually welcome to hold him.
Oh!
So if you, birthday boy, if you want to come on up, you're gonna put this in your left hand. Now, when we hold birds or when we hold owls, we kind of pretty much hold him like an ice cream cone. So that means your hand is nice and straight. You're not going to tilt it forward, backwards, or anything like that. He has little things on his feet. They're called jesses. You're going to pinch your thumb lightly on there, and you're pretty much good to go. So, all right, step up. Oh, boy.
What was his name again?
His name is Newton.
Newton. Hi, Newton.
But you can kind of see, is he really heavy?
No.
Not particularly. That's because he only weighs about 1 pound. It's a game of patience with animal photos, because they will keep turning.
Smile, Nathaniel.
So he only weighs about 1 pound. Because he is a bird, he does have to be able to fly. So
He only
yeah,
weighs
he
1
can turn his
pound.
head pretty far around. Now the main reason is because he has about 14 vertebrae in his neck. We only have 7. So we can't turn our head that far back. So, but he can. Now the reason why is because he has huge eyeballs. His eyeballs are so big, he actually can't move it in his head. So he's stuck looking in one direction. So that's why he has to turn his head all the way around. Because we can move our eyeballs, but he can't. But he has really good eyesight. He can see almost a football field away and read a newspaper.
Oh, how funny.
Can he read? I don't really know that. But he can see it.
Look how cute he is. He looks like
he actually does not like to be touched.
He doesn't like to be touched.
But he doesn't mind being held. You want to give everyone else a
You
chance?
want to hold him now?
Sorry about that. You okay?
Yeah.
What did he do? Jump off? I missed it.
Yeah,
He flew up to my head.
Oh, he flapped?
He normally likes to go to higher elevations.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can come on up.
He wants to go on your shoulder.
Yeah. So if he does start flapping at you, don't get scared. You can just raise your arm up and away because he wants to be somewhere really tall.
And are you really tall?
No.
So just like ice cream cone, is that how you hold ice cream? There we go. So open up your hand right now. Not yet. I haven't given you the comb.
You gotta wait to hold the comb, baby.
Boy.
He's not
Tuck your elbow in.
Bend your elbow.
There we go. There we go. You're good. You're good.
He's cute, huh?
Just know this. The most dangerous part of an owl is his feet. And that's why we're wearing gloves. You can see he has a really, really small beak. So he can't really bite you that much.
He's looking around at you.
He is super cute, huh?
How old is he again?
He's about 8.
Oh, and then how long do they usually live?
They can live up to 20s to 25s.
Oh, wow.
You okay?
Say
Is
cheese.
he getting too heavy?
Say cheese,
Okay.
Zoe.
One more picture. Look over there.
Cheese. Perfect.
All right, open up your hand. Step up. Good boy.
Oh, Daddy's turn. You want to hold him?
All right. Step up. No, that's the wrong step up. There we go. So, just like an ice cream cone. So a lot of people don't realize this because this is not a natural pose for people. They tend to tilt their hand a lot.
Oh yeah, like
forward, backwards, up and down. So it's very difficult. So I always say like hold it like an ice cream cone because kids normally know not to tilt it. He is. So normally if he's hiding high up in the treetops, he'd be pretty much impossible to find because of how well his color is. Now what's really cool about owls is that, can you look this way? No, you don't want to look this way, that's fine. You can kind of see with his face, it's entirely flat. Now, around his eyes, he has really tiny feathers. They're called sensory feathers. That's because it acts like a satellite dish. It funnels sound to his ears, so he can actually hear super well.
Are his ears like in the same spot, right?
No, his ears are lopsided, so one is higher and one is lower.
Really?
So he can hear at different levels, so he can see really well. So once he is a hunter, he is a carnivore, so he's gonna mostly be hunting bugs and mice and things like that. He can only carry something about his weight. Anything heavier, he can't really fly. So he has to carry something a little bit lighter than that.
What do you guys feed him?
So he eats dead mice.
Ew.
But he eats 4 a night. But the thing is, you gotta realize if owls are eating mice and you have an owl living in your area, that means that they're eating all the mice in your area.
We need to take an owl home.
It's funny, if you go to Napa Valley, they have a bunch of owl boxes. So if you look at a big stick with a house, it's not a bird house, it's an owl house. Because barn owls, they don't make nests, they look for homes.
Yeah.
So, and they're natural pest control, and they'll just get rid of all the mice. And and barn owls are bigger than him, so they eat more mice than he does.
Does he live with friends? Or is it
He
just
used
him?
to.
Is he solitary?
He used to have a friend, but he passed away, so he's by himself now. But he tends to like it. We tried to. You're okay.
I'm holding that thing so he can't fly away.
Yeah, that's why we have the Jesses.
Guard my eyes.
Well, you have glasses, so you're a lot more protected.
Jay, you better try it.
It's really fun.
You want to take pictures? You click here.
Good boy.
Hold on, wait.
Close that right there. You're good to go.
Awesome. Say cheese. Look at the owl tamer.
Can you look this way?
He's cool.
Sometimes if he's fixated on something,
yeah.
he just sees something he's very interested in.
Isn't it cool, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of scary, huh?
It's always funny because people are normally some people are normally very, very nervous.
Yeah.
Because it is a bird. But Newton's actually one of our best birds. He does not care.
He's super tame.
He's just mostly more interested in everything around him.
I'm
He's not
more
interested
afraid
in
of parrots.
That's more
They're
understandable.
mean.
They have personalities. Like we have 3 parrots. One of them is still inside because she was lunging at us.
Yeah.
So we didn't bring her out. So she's still in there. So if you hear screaming, it might be her.
And all of the animals here are rescues? Or they're found injured and needing help?
We have
or?
a different category. So he is what we call zoo excess. So he's from another facility.
Okay.
Because he's not native to the U.S.
Okay.
He wasn't a pet. They just didn't have space for him. So he came to us. You want to step up?
And where was he from again?
So he is actually from, somewhere up in California. I forgot.
Or like originally, where are they native
These are
to?
native to Eurasia. So they're found all over Europe, all over Asia. Yeah. And so some of our animals are injured in the wild. Some were illegal pets. And some were legal pets that people didn't want. So, but like
you bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah. So he is what we call zoo excess. So he's not from a bad situation. So he was very, very healthy when he came to us.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Hi.
Look at him.
Oh, I see one of those. Oh.
So
Armadillo?
It is an armadillo. So this is Tippy.
Oh, he's cute.
Tippy here, she is a 3-banded armadillo because she has 1, 2, 3 bands. You're welcome to touch her on her back.
Touch her, touch her.
Oh, she's like a turtle.
Kind of. But what's
she's got
amazing
shell.
is that she's actually a mammal. So she's actually pretty much in our group. So she is warm-blooded. She's nice and hot because if you look on the side, she has little hairs. So I'm surprised she's awake right now. She is a nocturnal species, so that means she wakes up at night. This table does smell like a lot of other animals.
Yeah.
So she's very much like, hi, what's this? Hey, can we go that way?
And they stretch out bigger too,
No,
right?
she doesn't.
She stays curled like
She is
a little bit curled?
Fast.
Yeah, she does. So she is the only species of armadillo that rolls up into a perfect ball.
Oh, she's cool. Oh my gosh, look
I don't know if she will let me do it. Let's see if she will. She's a little awake right now. If she was sleeping, she would. Can you turn into a ball for me?
Look at her. Look at how she's like a transformer.
Yeah. It's a
So she doesn't really like to be on her back, so we're gonna put her back down.
How does she walk on those claw things? Like, are those nails?
Those are her nails. So she so she likes to dig for her food. She's an insectivore. Do you guys have any idea what an insectivore likes to eat?
What do you think?
bugs.
That's correct. She loves to eat bugs, so she's mostly gonna be digging for ants and little worms and things like that. So that's why she has those big old nails. Yeah, so that's actually a good point. She's actually a cousin of the anteater. So very good observation. So she kind of walks on her tippy toes, so we call her Tippy for that reason. Oh, she's cute. I know it's cold today too. So these are found in Central and South America. Oh,
you scared her.
So she doesn't have the best eyesight because again, she's hunting at night, and she also mostly uses her sense of smell.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
So normally when the floor is not this wet, we'll pretty much go in a circle and we'll put her on the ground to run around, and she'll normally go after the shoes that smell the worst.
Oh, Zoe.
Well, normally it's like if you have animals or some sort of things, like she's normally interested in it. So that's why for whenever we have her on the table, she'll go towards the keepers because we smell the worst.
Yes. The most variety.
Yeah, so you kind of see she's just...
Oh, she is
really cute. And she's fully grown. This is as big as she's ever going to get. So the armadillo we find here in the United States is the 9-banded armadillo because they have
9 bands. They're bigger then, right?
Yes, that's correct. They're
bigger. A
They're
lot
like
bigger.
twice
Look at
this.
the saw.
They're really big. And what's funny is that the 9-banded armadillo, they can't roll into a ball. So you know what they do to scare off predators?
Just let it roll.
No, they jump 2 feet in the air.
Is it okay if I stand on this
Yeah,
corner
of course.
to be
That's totally fine.
Watch, put your hands just down so she can smell them. Just lay them flat.
she won't. I'm only putting my I put my hand up because
Fall off the table.
yeah, she doesn't fall off the table. She's mostly going after me because again, I smell like a lot of things.
She says you smell like that owl.
Smell like the sloth. Yeah, I brought you a treat. You want it?
Now, does she understand like
No.
commands or anything like other animals would?
Oh.
Say cheese, you guys. Daddy, get down. Say cheese. Oh, look at that, you guys.
You kind of see she has a tiny, tiny, tiny mouth.
Yes, look at it. So what are her treats?
So
almonds?
Yeah, we normally don't give her a lot of almonds. We mostly give her bugs, but I didn't really want to carry bugs in my pocket.
Look at
Remember, she's an insectivore. What do they eat?
Bugs.
Insects.
bugs.
So, but we give her that once in a while, and we give her banana chips and fun little things like that. So you kind of see she's very like, where's the rest?
Yeah, she's like a little vacuum.
She is. So it's really funny.
Let her smell your fingers.
She's
It's
also
okay.
extremely good at digging. So even when we put her on the ground, sometimes like this ground is like hard packed. She'll just break into it, no problem, and she'll just like make a little row. And then when she finds that like where the bugs are, she just starts going for it.
Now, she's from a warmer climate. Do you have a heater in her cage? and
She's indoors. She's not outdoor.
Okay.
We so certain animals like the armadillo and our chinchillas and hedgehogs, they're not out on display.
Okay.
One, because they come out only at night.
Yeah.
But two, we need to make sure the room is consistently hot.
Yes. Look at her ears.
Yeah. So you kind of see everything
Gross.
everything about her is armored plated. So even her little legs and all that stuff. Like I said, she is a warm-blooded animal, and warm-blooded animals have. Here, can you go that way?
Oh, she sniffed.
So she's always really fun.
She's cute.
It's always funny because armadillo is one of our experiences you can book individually.
Yeah.
No one ever books it because they're
Really?
like armadillo's like whatever.
Oh no.
But it's one of my favorites because she has a little bit of personality. So she actually has another armadillo that hangs out with her. His name is Tattoo. Yeah, he never wakes up. He just stays in a ball and just like sits there. So she's normally the one we normally like because she is younger. She's only about 3 to 4 years old. Tattoo is about 12.
And how do they live then?
They can live up to 15 years.
Now, was this an acquired like pet that someone could handle? Or?
So no, because the downside with armadillos is that they can carry lupus. So if you ever seen an armadillo in the wild, you do not want to touch it because they're carriers. But she was born in a facility, and
Lupus,
again,
like autoimmune lupus?
yeah.
I didn't
How
think
do
you
you
could contract it
contract
that
that?
Huh?
How do you contract that?
That was
from
a
them?
genetic disorder.
No, not lupus. What is it? It's leprosy.
Oh,
leprosy.
leprosy.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna say lupus. That's
That was, I
genetic.
was thinking of the wrong one. It started with an L.
L?
Leprosy.
Oh yeah, leprosy. That's still around
That
these
makes your body
days.
parts
Yeah.
fall off.
So
No, and in the Bible, remember they get the open sores like.
yeah, so armadillos, for us, we cannot be carriers, but we can get infected by it because our bodies will normally burn it off. But their body temperature is way lower, so they can keep it, but it doesn't affect them. So if that's why you don't
And
touch.
they don't have a lot of skin either. It's
Yeah,
mostly the
so
armor.
so that's why like the wild ones you don't touch. She was born in another facility, so she's 100% clean. She's up to with her. We take her to the vet and all that stuff. If it was a wild one, we would not. We would bring it out.
Does she play in water?
No, she mostly lives in sand.
Desert sand.
No, she lives in the rainforest. So we give her areas to dig and run and stuff like that. We tried to give her water and then she just like didn't like it.
Really?
But armadillos, because she lives in a rainforest, they can actually hold their breath and cross a river
Oh wow.
because they can't swim. So they just get to the bottom and just.
Now, how many babies do they have at a
So
time?
that's
a lot, right?
no, actually not. So what's amazing is that they always give birth to twins. So it could be one set of twins, or two sets of twins. So it's always an even number.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I am a part armadillo. I only like the numbers.
So that's why it's so interesting. So she has a sister, but her sister is the same genetics as her, so the facility
Hi.
didn't need her anymore.
Hi.
I know it smells like. I know she has a farm.
What do you see or smell? Hi.
So she's actually pretty cool.
She's really
So we have a bunch of other animals to meet. So we're gonna let her go back.
Okay, say bye.
So most of our animals here, like I said, they all come from different backgrounds.
Oh, that was cool. Did you see what was in that box? It was like a little crocodile looking thing.
So in here, so we have two cats in here.
No, those are bobcats. Those aren't just any normal cats.
So we have two kinds of Sage. So Sage just ran up onto the rock. He is our bobcat because he has a little bob tail. Cody is laying down on the ground. He is called a Canadian lynx. And how we know he is a lynx is if you look at his ears. He has little
That's what you were in
ears.
that photo, was a lynx.
So he is a Canadian lynx because of that. Now Cody and Sage came to us because they were originally going to be sold as pets.
Oh gosh.
We got very lucky. We got them exactly at the same time, so we were able to raise them together. So they're both boys. They get along very, very well.
Because they usually won't go together, right?
Two boys will not, unless they were like siblings or raised together. So they were raised together, so they know each other extremely well.
Look how big his paws are. Zoe.
Yes. So since he is found in Canada, he has big paws because he's found in snow. So you have that mainly so he doesn't fall into the bottom of the snow patch.
He's got built-in snowshoes.
He has pretty much built-in. He is really cute. Downside is that even though he was hand raised by our past keepers, he's not the biggest fan of being like cuddled with. Sage
Sorry, ow.
Sage is kind of, but it's only like if he knows you. If he does not know you, he's not going to. Because cats are cats, despite their size, they still act like their own thing. So I'm surprised Sage is actually awake right now, and most of the time cats are awake at night. So I'm very surprised he's even moving around right now. But there was a squirrel picking on him earlier, so
He looks like he's irritated at something that's behind there.
it might be the squirrel. There's a squirrel. They are very cute. So these are what we call squirrel monkeys because they kind of are the size of a squirrel. So the big one over here, his name is Dr. Peepers. And then Eddie. Eddie's right down there. And then Bella, she's our only girl. She's laying in the sun being nice and comfy. As you can kind of see, she has the best spot right now. Because it's been raining for the past few weeks, so they really haven't had a sunny day like this until today. Exactly. So they're all... So they actually, so you kind of see that box over there? So they stay in there. And there's heaters, it's entirely dry.
Look at her, Zoe. Look at her up there.
Yeah, so that back there is Kingston. He is entirely separated. He actually cannot hang out with the other monkeys because for monkeys, they always have one monkey in charge. the big hot head honcho.
Remember when we watched that monkey movie from Disney?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
how they
so-
picked on that one lady and they kicked her out of the tribe?
Yeah, so that's the same with them. So Eddie, he wants to be in charge, and so does Kingston. Downside is that Kingston's a lot smaller, so he would lose in every fight. So he is separated. Luckily, Dr. Peepers and Bella do not care who's in charge. So it's just mostly Eddie is the one we need to watch for.
Dr. Peepers is cute.
So they are really cute. So these actually are the best examples. So Dr. Peepers came to us because he came to us from another facility where Hurricane Katrina hit.
Okay.
And he got separated from Mom.
Oh.
When they tried to reunite him, Mom was like, I don't know you, I don't want you, stay away from me. Eddie, on the other hand, where is he?
Down in the corner.
So Eddie's over there. He came to
Look
us, he was from a lab test monkey. His mom gave birth to him and didn't know how to raise him and just left him on the floor. And then Bella, she is our smartest girl. She actually was kept as a pet in a really small bird cage.
Oh.
And the downside is that monkeys do need to be social. They need to be with other monkeys. So obviously the guy willingly was like, this isn't fair for her, and gave her up to us. So luckily we have one girl and 2 boys. No need for birth control.
What does somebody like that pay for a monkey?
I don't know. In all
Isn't
honesty,
it like illegal to have a monkey like that?
it depends on what state.
It depends what state.
Because Florida, Texas, and Nevada has.
They
like,
have vets that will treat
You have to
these
find a
animals?
specialty vet. Oh, look, they drink out of a water bottle like our dogs and cats.
They
Or
do.
dogs do.
Because we try putting water
Over
bowls
back
in there
then.
and they just knock it over.
They play with it, I'm sure.
Yes, so they're very curious ones. So we
They
always
make
give them stuff to play
make
with.
trouble, right?
They make lots of big trouble.
Like, what would they do around the house? Like, chew through the wires and stuff?
They'll bite you. They'll shoot your wires. They'll climb everywhere.
Throw stuff at you?
They'll
Oh, yeah.
pee, they'll throw stuff. Yeah. So foxes have a skunk smell. It's called musking, and that's just their normal scent. So
It's like a ferret has that smell too.
Kona, are you whining?
He's dreaming. Listen to him.
Kona, shh. She's normally very vocal in the morning.
She's cute.
She's
Look
like,
at her. She's like a little dog.
so she is she is very, very vocal in the morning, so it's always nice when people do like the tours in the morning, because you can normally hear Kona.
So they don't bark like dogs?
No, not really. This,
I think they like yap.
They yap, they scream, they make this kind of noise.
So Nathaniel, maybe when we smell it smells like a skunk.
Maybe it's
just
the
a fox.
foxes.
So foxes, they smell like this 24/7. Skunks will spray.
Yeah.
So when you see a skunk, if they're not spraying, they're pretty much, you don't have that problem. So Kona here, she is what we call a melanistic fox. So she's actually a red fox, but she's not really red. So so you know, okay, I'm sorry. So you know how there's albino? So she is the opposite. She's melanistic. So she got too much color on her that she became this black silver color. So she actually was a pet for about 2 years, and that was when she was a cute puppy. She was really easy to handle, and then she grew up, and then they were like, ooh, this is a lot more work than we were expecting. This is not a dog. Because this is my best example. They are in the dog family, but they have more of the personality of a cat. They will not do what you say. They will do whatever they want. They are climbers. They will rip things apart. They will scratch things apart. And
They're climbers?
yes. And she will, and like I said, they smell like skunks.
They stink, yeah.
So
Can you demusk them like you would a ferret?
Because their musking is at the base of their tail, so you would have to remove their entire
It's like anal
tail.
glands almost.
So there's really no way. So again, today's really cool. I'm surprised because Kona normally is running.
She's
Again-
basking in the sun
Again,
without
today's
the rain.
the only day
Yes.
with no rain, but they're all excited for it.
So this is what she's supposed to look like. Look.
Yes.
But see, she looks like that's how she has. It's
Yes, the
opposite of
melanism.
albino. And look, there she's found in the green areas.
So they're found. So what's really interesting is that they're originally from Europe, red foxes, but Europeans brought red foxes over to the U.S. for hunting reasons, for entertainment. And then the thing is that red foxes are the biggest fox species, so they took over.
Oh.
Yes.
Dominance.
Yes, a big dominance.
Survival of the fittest, right?
Yeah. So over here we have one of our youngest
She's a
animals.
stinky girl.
Oh,
She smells almost like cat pee-ish too.
this is Lucy or Ethel. I can't really tell which one.
Oh wow, look at her. It's like the Harry
Yes,
Potter one
it
we
is
saw the
Harry
other
Potter
day.
one. So this is a Eurasian eagle owl. These are the 3rd largest owls in the world.
See her right here up above your face?
So she's sleeping right now.
Jay's here?
But what's amazing is that she's only 5 pounds.
Wow.
And she's not fully grown. Like I said, she's only 1 year old. They won't.
No, so
She's too heavy. We actually tried once, And because she's so
have to hold
heavy,
your arm
you
out.
immediately put your hand on your waist, and then you have a giant owl face right here.
So those girls that were
doesn't
carrying
work.
them at the training thing must have been so strong. What's in here? No, stay on the green mat.
There's a giraffe back there. There's a horse with like a...
Probably because it gets cold at night here.
Tiny,
I can't see.
tiny. It's not that giraffe. It's that giraffe. Tiny. Tiny. Oh, he doesn't see me. Tiny.
Watch
He's a
out.
big animal. I don't want to be in the same crowd.
Come on, scoot back.
Oh no.
Scoot back, Zoe,
stay
on the green mat. Oh my
It looks like
goodness.
he has a costume on because it's like all big.
He's
He
so
is. So Tiny here.
Oh.
He's not
tiny, tiny.
very tiny.
It's okay, Zoe. She's nice. He's nice.
You're welcome to feed him and touch him. When you are feeding him, that's when you're gonna touch him because that's when he's gonna stay
Yeah.
still. You actually can hold it nice and straight.
You hold one piece and then pet with the other hand.
So whoever's taking a picture, it's easier if you stand on the
Scoot
side
over
here.
here.
So come on over.
You pet it, scoot forward, and when he eats
He
it,
does prefer certain people, so don't be offended.
he likes me, darn.
Here, let's get this piece. He likes the leafy parts first.
What? It's spit, not snot. Pet him with the other hand, baby.
I don't want to do
Why? She's.
you can
Is
hold
it a he or a
He
she?
is a boy. So you feed him with one hand, you're gonna touch him with the other, okay?
Watch, scoot forward because you're smaller. You tiny Tim.
Here,
Is
let
he
me show you.
soft?
So I'm gonna hold this food if you want to touch him.
that.
Yeah.
So touch on the side. There we go.
Oh, is he like a horse?
Very soft.
He's very soft?
Actually, fairly soft. You want to try?
Yeah, Zoe, come on. This is once
She
in a
had bad
lifetime.
experience.
She can try a little later.
Didn't she get spit on?
Can you
So
film?
giraffes
I don't know.
actually
It's filming right now.
spit. They do drool a lot.
No, the tongue came out of her. It really scared her.
So as long as you hold the food nice and close, the
You want
tongue
me
will
to
not.
hold? Watch, come here.
So if you hold the food really close, the tongue will not come out. If you hold it far, that's where the
Look
tongue
at the
comes out.
tongue. You want me to lift you up so you can pet him? Look, pet. She's not gonna do anything. She's just a big
She likes
boy.
that.
Look at her eyelashes. Look at the tongue.
It's not that scary, right?
See?
You want to try?
Is it he or she?
He's a boy. So giraffes normally, well, right now we're fairly close, so you can see what it is. But at a distance, when giraffes are by themselves, they're males. So Tiny's main keepers are guys, so he does tend to gravitate towards the guys.
You, Jason. Like he's saying, yep.
Are you sure you want to try to feed? I have a long piece for you.
Come on, don't do it. Just the one color to Zoe, they don't bite.
Yeah, who's so strong? Watch.
Like this.
So you don't have to worry about a giraffe biting you, mainly because they don't have any top teeth. That
They
wasn't
have
bad.
bottom.
They do have bottom teeth. They have a hard palate on top. Actually,
You can put them on.
so if you want to come on this side so you can get a picture of her face on this side, behind me.
Oh.
Jay.
Just because your hand's sticking up on the other side. That's okay.
Oh, he's not soft. He's like a horse.
Yeah, he has really rough hair. You gotta realize he is in Africa. So in Africa, they don't really need soft fur because they're mostly in very, very hot areas.
Pretty paws.
Wow.
Hey, mama on Zoe. Oh, hi.
Can I do it? Is
Yeah,
that okay?
you can do the whole thing.
How many pounds of food do they eat per day?
Oh God. So fun fact, I really don't know too much about his care, mainly because anything past this metal fence. Another, as you can probably see in the back. So that is Jax. He is still too young to hang out with Tiny, but also he is another male, so they have this big fear.
Danielle, that two pieces of apple, do you want it to just be kind of like the zucchini sizes?
Please don't drill on me, Tiny.
He's just like, when he starts doing this, he's like, you got food? You got food?
Look how cool.
So Merlin cannot fly. He actually was a pet, so when he was a pet, they never taught him to fly.
Ah,
So
He doesn't know he can fly.
Well, he does, because sometimes when we take him home, we're like, you want to go fast?
Oh, gosh.
And he'll start flapping his wings. But
He's
never,
like in Rio, you know how he has to learn how to fly?
But he never built the muscles to do it. So it's very, very difficult for him. Right, Merle?
So he has to climb.
So he does
He's
climb.
funny.
Merlin, can you wave hello to them?
Whoa.
Very good. What does the dog say? Very good.
I didn't hear him.
You didn't hear him? He barked like a dog.
So Merlin here, he was a pet. You can actually have this as a pet. They live 70 years. He's about 22 years old.
Wow.
But so as you probably know, for most of our animals, they're kind of used to being handled by people. They don't really care who's who. But Merlin, because he's a lot smarter than other birds, he does need to actually be a friend with you. You want to step up? Are you nice to me?
Are you gonna be nice to me?
Well, sometimes he'll trick me.
Uh-huh.
And he'll like step onto my arm and then he'll just try to bite me. Right, Merle?
Blue and gold macaw, right? These are macaw, right?
He is a
Blue
macaw.
and
So
gold?
Merlin actually has a fairly large vocabulary, but the thing is that he only talks when no one gives him attention.
To get attention.
To get attention. And once you start looking at him, he doesn't say anything. So you kind of see right now he's cresting, and you can see he's slowly turning a little bit pink. So actually macaws will blush when they like you or when they're super excited. So he's cresting right now because you're so excited. You don't care?
He's cute.
But he does not let anyone really touch him. As you
Oh
can
yeah,
see.
no.
But he'll let me hold him, but he won't let me touch him. So birds will do everything on their
Remember,
time.
Zoe, when you said you wanted one of those, I told you they only kind of like one person in your family
They only
and then
get
everyone else?
one best friend, so it would be another human or another bird. So we actually have two other macaws over there. They're entirely separated from Merlin because they bully him. And it's
They'll pick his feathers out and everything. They'll be mean to him.
Yeah, so it's just mainly for his comfort. We haven't found another companion bird to him yet, but he's pretty happy with just meeting people.
Whoa, look at that one.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, those are the two over
we'll see them
there.
later when we walk around. So that's Jake and Catcher. So, excuse me. We have no keepers with missing fingers yet.
Yeah.
So you guys want to really close the fence
friend.
right behind. So
Juno.
Juno here.
Oh my gosh, look
Well, I
at
can get a better view of them. So Juno here, she...
It's like onion.
Ew.
Hi.
Does somebody eat onion here?
No, onion's actually really dangerous for all our animals.
Maybe it's their smell that you're smelling.
Probably. So Juno here, she actually was originally going to be sold on Craigslist.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Department of Wildlife set up a sting operation and confiscated her. And so when they confiscate animals, they need to find homes for them. If not, it's a problem. So Juno got very, very lucky. She found a home with us. She was the runt of her litter. They pretty much found her in a bird cage with 6 other foxes and like just shoved in there. Yeah.
And they knew they were foxes they were selling? How do you even acquire a fox in the first place?
In certain states, it's legal. You just drive over state borders.
Oh my gosh.
And so...
She sees you running for
Do they
those
make
trees.
good pets?
Oh,
No!
look, she climbs. No, Jason.
No, we
it's
just
like
talked about it with Kona.
No.
So
Remember, they're more like a cat, but shaped like
so
a
you
dog.
can kind of see Juno sit. Sit. No, sit.
Looks pretty hyper.
She is. She's still in her puppy phase.
She
She's
will
only about 2
climb,
years old.
She will chew.
And they smell bad. So she's still
Oh, it's
They're
her
not,
that
they're
we
not
smell.
trainable.
you can, but it's hard. Our training sessions are 5 minutes max.
It's like a toddler.
They're like ADD.
Yeah. You're right.
That's her that we're.
She came to us because originally she was going to be turned into a jacket.
Oh,
A jacket?
Oh, a
Yes.
jacket. No.
And then a very nice gentleman
it'd be a
purchased
tiny jacket.
or a scarf.
Stole.
But she got very lucky. A very nice gentleman purchased her and said, like, hey, I bought all these foxes from a fur farm. Can you take one in? And so we took Delilah in, and she's been with us ever since. We tried to introduce her to Juno, but the problem is we have a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old. So too much energy and not enough energy. And so she's very gentle. You can kind of see when she takes the treat.
Look. She's gentle.
But she is exactly what a fox is supposed to act like. So they're coming us to us through the fence, but when we go in, she stays far, far away.
Oh.
So we want to try to keep that
Does this one
behavior.
jump towards you when you go in?
Kona does, but we don't want that. So we purposely put them together because we want her to learn from her.
Yes.
Because we tried putting her next to Kona, and Kona was never want you guys slipping and falling. We do have another fox in here. Her name is Kina. She's high up on the treetops.
Oh, look at her up in
the
there.
So that's Kina. She is our gray fox. So Kina's a very interesting story. She was not a pet. She is from the wild. There's nothing wrong with her. What happened was when they found her as a baby, her and her brother were abandoned by mom. Don't know what happened. So they raised her, taught her how to survive in the wild. when they set to release her, her brother took off, never came back. She came back to the compound the next day.
Oh.
So she imprinted on people. So obviously that's not a good way to survive in the wild. So she's been with us ever since.
No.
But she is a tree climbing species. So this is Sky. Sky does not like to be touched. So Sky here, she is called what we call an African serval. So these are native. So the reason why we're allowed to bring people in here is because she and all of our other servals, they are declawed.
Oh.
Now that's because they were originally going to be sold as pets, and obviously that did not work out for the good part for them. So they are with us because of that. Now it's really, a lot of people do want these as pets because they look like tiny cheetahs. But the thing is that they're not tiny cheetahs because they have stripes and they have spots all over their body. And so they're also not fast runners. They're actually made for jumping.
What makes them not good pets?
They're cats.
Giant
Giant cats.
that you can't control.
Yeah, even with us, it's hard.
A dog-sized cat.
And also, she will jump up to about 8 to 10 feet into the air.
Oh,
So she,
that would be nice.
Could you imagine when she gets the zoomies, what she looks like?
yeah, like they'll go crazy.
Oh, look at her.
So
Here, turn around, I'll take a picture, you guys.
So all of our cats,
Zoe, Nathaniel, turn.
so most of our cats, they are trained to sit and they know how to stay still. They know how to be on leash, mainly because they are education animals. So we do take her to schools.
Does she handle noise and the chaos well? Or do you have to like make sure everyone's like quiet?
We always make sure everything's quiet because we just never know. Sky is normally pretty good. Slade is our what we call our coward, and then Tag just doesn't care.
I was gonna say, because he's just sitting
Tag
up there.
just sitting there not caring.
Yeah. This one's vocal.
Huh?
This one meowed at us.
Oh yeah, he will always keep meowing at us. It's really funny. But Sky here, she is so she's a female, so she is a lot smaller compared to the other one.
Oh yeah, he's definitely like more like.
Yeah, but he's our
On
love.
edge.
He's also our love bug. When we go in there, he'll like go up to you.
Snuggle.
He'll rub his body.
Do they purr?
No.
Oh, they don't purr.
So what's really interesting is that very few large cats purr. Cheetahs are the only large cats that I know of that purr.
Oh.
So they do make a noise, but it's not purring.
How funny.
But they do meow at us.
So, like, if you were gonna keep one of these as a pet, like, you'd have to litter box train it,
Oh my
right?
god.
It's hard.
Ew.
We can't even litter box train ours.
They just
And, like,
go wherever they
But
want.
also, like, you need a big enclosure. You need stuff for it to play with, because if it gets bored, it'll destroy everything.
Oh my gosh.
So luckily for her, we don't really need to give her that much stuff, because she does have her brother and she does have Slade. I mean, her
Why
brothers.
is she in a different one than them?
Just
Or
too
does
many
she?
people?
Oh, okay.
Like, so
But
once-
during like she'll take
normally
breaks and
be
go.
over there.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like the boss. Like the boys will
Boss
fight.
lady.
Like it's funny because sometimes like we'll throw a treat in there and the boys will like fight over it and then she'll come in and just snatch it. And the boys are like, wait, what happened? So she's like technically in charge, even though she's smaller.
And are they related? You said
Yes, they're all related.
brothers and sisters. Because they were all part of the same litter to be sold.
Yeah. And so sadly we didn't get them before they were.
Where are these
Declawed.
legal, like, or they're just illegal everywhere?
No.
They're illegal. Again, it depends on what state you're in. In the state of California, we have the strictest laws on exotic pets. That's
Which is
why you can't
good.
have ferrets.
Yeah.
So with Sky here, not so much. But she has a really short tail. Normally, if shorter tail means higher jumper. So that's why if you look at the bobcats, they all have really short tails. Because they're all made for jumping, not made for speed.
Look at her big kitty ears.
Yeah, so she has the largest ears compared to body size. And it's mainly because she is listening for her food. And she has big old white spots here. We call it eye spots because it looks like eyes when she's laying down. But also, scientists also think that if she were to have babies, they live in tall grasslands, and the babies normally can't find her. They'll look for that white spot. So it helps her out pretty well. So, but like, Sky is like, yes
Don't
and no.
lean
with
on
us.
there.
She's pretty,
Don't
like,
touch.
Like, you're fine. They don't scratch or bite through the fence. But if they turn their butt towards you, they are
They're
going
gonna
to pee on
spray.
you.
Do you remember when that lion at the circus?
Oh yeah.
Look at how cute he is. He's so chubby.
So we always want to make sure. There's Gus, so that's a full-grown adult.
Oh my gosh, he's huge.
Hi, can you move from the door?
Do you see how big he
Well,
is?
these guys don't shoot their quills at you?
No porcupine can. That's actually a myth.
Oh, really?
Yes, so that's why we come over here.
But they're sharp if you touch them.
Come here.
No, I don't think they're sharp unless you touch them the wrong way.
Come here.
Oh look, she picked him up.
There's
There's two of them over there.
Mabel.
Our turn.
Whoa, that one's big.
It's a whole family. Look at them all.
Alrighty, so you guys are welcome to feed
my
them. You're just gonna hold it like this and just put it to their face. Hold on, Mabel's escaping.
Oh my gosh.
Look at him. Oh my goodness, look at how funny they
What
look.
kind of like pet are they like?
None of them.
They're their
Like a dog
own.
or a cat?
Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Whoa. You guys are
We need
cool.
to feed all of them before they start coming for us.
Hurry, hurry, feed all of them, feed all of them.
Some of them will be picky. If they reject
Zoe,
it,
get
don't
one
feel
more.
bad. So we have her right here.
I'll take one. Ready, feed it though. Turn around and smile as you do it, please.
So they do not shoot their quills. No porcupine can.
Nathaniel, say cheese. Scoot
But-
closer to him.
They do not have very good eyesight. So you can get pretty close and they can't really see you that
Oh no,
well.
he dropped keep on dropping him.
Celery's not their favorite, but I try to give it to them anyways.
Feed him the bad food first. See?
So,
Ah,
Take this one.
take this one.
no, Albie!
What? Oh, he just stole it from him.
So
Snatched
since
it.
they're all kind of calmed down. So we have Sullivan. He is the smallest. We call him Sully. That's and they're not going to do anything because all they want is their food.
Nathaniel.
Listen to him eat.
I know it's like very. I mean,
No.
not really. Mabel's the one you need to worry about.
Okay.
Which one's Mabel? This one?
No, Mabel's the one back there.
Oh. She's not
Like she's very gentle when it comes to food, but when we try to pick her up, she's like, eh.
Oh my gosh, they're the cutest.
They are. He's still eating. Don't give him another one. He's really small, so he takes really tiny bites. So you can kind of see like certain porcupines are really slow and certain
I
porcupines
gave
are
him
very
that
fast.
This is Nathaniel. This is you. This is how you eat.
So these
No, quickly, and then you want to steal them. Wait, Zoe, they're all busy.
So these are so we only have 3 males. So Sully, Albie, and Gus Gus. He is separated because he's an adult male. And
Mommy.
they're fighting now.
Still holding them.
Everyone else is girls. So they get along very well. Sully is still very tiny. If you want to give one piece to Sully, he is done.
Oh, look, he's waiting for more.
Oh,
Well, give it to him,
For
Nathaniel.
some reason, they found her on the ground when she didn't even have white feathers on her head. They thought it was really odd. They took her, they tried to fly her. For some reason, she wasn't flying. They did x-rays and blood work and health physicals. She has arthritis.
Oh my goodness.
So this is Sid. Sid the sloth, that is correct.
Their enclosure is pretty basic. They don't require much.
They don't move.
They don't really move.
They don't
If you want,
move.
come on up. We have a step stool for the shorter
Can
ones.
Nathaniel go first
You
since
can
it's
touch him right on
birthday?
the back. If you want to take pictures, if you come over on this side, his face is over here.
Oh man.
Is this cool, Nathaniel?
Say cheese.
We can actually open, we might be able to open the window today actually for him. So he has windows, so he
nice.
actually can go outside if he wants to. But sloths sleep about 15 to 20 hours a day, so we might not see him move.
Oh my god. You're literally petting him to sleep.
But Sid here, he's about
Can Zoe
6
try it?
years old. So they live about 30 years, so they can live fairly long.
They just hook on with their claws and be done.
Now,
Yes.
Where'd you get this guy from?
So Sid is a very interesting story.
You can go up
So
one more step, though.
He is part of the breeding program. He was
Say cheese.
in the Midwest somewhere, and no girl liked him.
Oh.
And if you're part of a breeding program,
Gentle though.
you kind of need a girl to like you. No girl liked him.
How sad.
So he's still part of the program, we just haven't found him any girlfriends.
He needs to go on plenty of fish.
I don't think they have a lot of fun. But yeah, so he can hang on pretty well. He doesn't need to lay on anything, but it is comfortable for him. So that's because half of his nail is his natural bone.
Oh.
So it's a natural coat hanger. So sloths, this is sad, but if sloths pass away, they can still be hooked on. Because again, it's not muscles. His
hair's kind of coarse.
It's a lot softer than coarse.
Look at his nail right here, Jen. He's got his arm tucked under.
So he is a two-toed sloth, as you can see.
He doesn't mind being pet or anything like that?
No.
He likes it.
If he's done with us, what he'll do, he'll open his mouth and look at you. So he's gonna show off those canines to let you know, hey, I got these dangerous things, don't bother me. So, like, we'll normally know when he's done.
And so you have to like get the sloth used to being around humans?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Because he's also our education animal, so we do take him to schools. So normally we started off with bringing guests in here. She's not here right now. So she was kept as a pet, and they didn't do a very good job with her because they kept her in a bathroom stall. Because it has to be somewhere humid. So when you guys leave, I turned off the misters, but we have misters that go off. And they just didn't want to deal with like mess and stuff like that. And there's no instruction manuals on how to take care of it. And they're just boring.
Yeah, it just kind of.
So it just depends on their breeding. But do you know why she has a blue tongue?
Because of the name.
She's cold?
No, it's mainly because she's trying to scare you.
Oh.
Because she's not poisonous or venomous, but when you see a bright colored thing, you start thinking that. So she's not poisonous or venomous, she just has that blue color to kind of be like, hey, there's a chance. Do you want to try to eat me?
Did you see her tongue just now?
But she's also sticking her tongue out mainly to
smell you.
Smell you. So you don't have to worry too much about it. You're welcome to say hi to her.
Oh, it's like scary.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just printed.
It does look printed. She doesn't really look real, so it's always really funny whenever people take pictures. They're like, oh, is that real or is it fake? We're like,
That's real.
that's actually a great question. That's her ears.
Ah.
So lizards have ears.
So like some veins in there.
Yeah, so she has ears. So lizards have ears because they have to be able to hear things. And that's actually what makes the difference between a snake and a lizard. Lizards always have ears. They always blink their eyes.
Snakes don't blink their eyes?
Snakes don't have eyelids.
So how do they close their eyes?
They don't. They just sleep with their eyes open.
Do they really?
So
No wonder I don't like them.
So that's why if you see a snake in the wild, if you say,
You
it
don't
jumped out of
know.
nowhere, it was probably because you woke it up.
And you thought it was wicked.